If you're seeing this, then this message is your new moon in Leo message. This video is for all those resonating particularly with the earth signs. So our earth signs are Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. So if you're here, that means you're resonating with that energy. Possible that it's one of your big three, sun, moon, or rising. It could be any other planetary position in your chart, anywhere where you're just, it could be your Lilith, it could be your Chiron, it could be your Midhaven. One of those signs could be, however, or you don't have any of that in your birth chart necessarily, but you're resonating in some capacity with this earth energy, one of these signs, then this message is for you, and you can trust that. So welcome. If you're new, my name is Lara. If you've been here before, welcome back. And we're going to be diving in, looking at some oracle cards. We're going to be pulling tarot cards to uncover what your focus is for this new moon in Leo, what gifts are available for you to receive, and what gifts are available for you to give under this energy. And then we'll wrap it up with another oracle deck at the end for a nice pretty bow. And call it a day. So really all you need for this reading is to receive it with an open heart, an open mind, and a willingness to be willing to confront the truth for yourself. So you don't even have to be ready to confront that truth, but if you're willing to be willing, it will all naturally fall into place as it may. As is my experience. So if you're seeing this video and it is around August 4th in 2024, fantastic. That is our new moon in Leo. It's an incredible new moon. We're going to talk a lot about it. There's a lot going on astrologically, so we're going to talk about that a little bit before we really dive in with the cards. And if you're seeing it around that time, great. But if you're finding this and it is not that time, never fear. You're receiving this exactly when you're meant to receive it. Excuse me. And you're receiving this exactly when you're meant to receive it. You can trust that these messages were meant to find you when they find you. And as far as the messages in our reading, we are reading the collective energy for all those identifying with earth energy, earth signs. And so this is a general reading. We're looking at the energy, the overall energy that we're all working with here, whoever is reading this or whoever's seeing this. So the details may not be super specific to you, but they are an overall energy, patterns, themes, storylines, whatever you want to call it, that you're working with. We're all working with them. They manifest in different ways for different people, and oftentimes they manifest different ways in different aspects of our life. So the possibilities really are endless. You know what I'm saying? So all that to say, take what resonates, leave what does not. You will know what messages are meant for you, even if you don't like to hear it. Deep down somewhere, you will know. So that's it. That's pretty much it. General reading. It's timeless. And I think that's it for my opening spiel. Okay, so let's get going. So what's going on this new moon in Leo? This new moon is Leo. We are mid-Leo season right now. Leo energy is bold, courageous. This is the lion. This is the king of the jungle. This is big cat energy. This is taking center stage, but this is also like a very heart-centered energy. And a lot of the other things that are happening around this time are supporting that energy as well. So Leo season, new moon in Leo, playing with those energies. New moons are the beginning of a lunar cycle. They are not just new beginnings for the moon, but new beginnings for you. This is an opportunity to set intentions. This particular new moon is incredibly potent for manifestation. And largely because this is the last one before we move into our eclipse season for the end of the year. And other reasons, like a lot of portals are open. Okay. So this whole month, I think, of August is like, it's a challenging energy, but the challenge is really to push us to grow and trust that we're like working within the process. Trust the process. So that's a little bit about the new moon in Leo. That is August 4th, 2024. And then either the 4th or the 5th of August, we have Mercury going retrograde. Hooray! Mercury is one of many planets that will be retrograde. We already have had two pretty big ones go retrograde. This was, if you've been around, we've already been talking about it. We'll keep talking about it for the, pretty much until the end of the year. Planets like Saturn and Neptune, these are retrograde in Pisces at the moment. So we've already been with Saturn, Saturn going retrogrades are a time for us to reflect. They are retrospectives, like what's working, what's not working. Do you want to be a part of the same old thing that you've had? Right? These are the questions that a retrograde asks, and it forces us to slow way down. And Saturn especially. Saturn is a planet of rules, restrictions. This is karmic energy, karmic connections, lessons that we're learning. It is a wise sage energy, father time energy. Okay. So, and in Pisces, this has really been challenging, the ways in which we dream. Are we dreaming big enough? What is keeping us from going towards our dreams? What's restricting us? And Neptune is retrograde as well. So Mercury is moving into retrograde. Mercury retrograde has quite the reputation. This is when the ex texts. This is when, communication can be really tricky. Making sure that you're really clear about what you say, how you say, even if you are being really clear about what you say, how you say, the way people are internalizing and interpreting things, that's up to them as well. That's part of the retrograde. Technology often gets weird. Things come up from the past to be reevaluated. So, and we've been in like a shadow period for a couple of weeks with Mercury going retrograde. And I've already got people coming out of the woodwork, literally. Like, do I want to continue to do this? It's been years. What are we doing? Right? And yeah, listen, and I know my part. So anyway, so this is Mercury retrograde. Mercury is also going retrograde, the energy of which, and forgive me, I don't really know which is coming first, but there's, not only is there Leo energy with the Mercury retrograde, but also Virgo energy. So with the Leo energy being in involved with the Mercury retrograde. Again, we're talking about heart-centered energy. What are you doing, and is your heart in it? Because why are you doing it if your heart isn't in it? And then with the Virgo energy, that's coming in to support getting really detail-oriented with like, okay, like this is where my heart is. This is where my heart wants me to go. How do I get there? Virgo can be a bit of a perfectionist, but you know, I think like interestingly enough, despite that, with the Leo energy, I think there's like a big what word do I want to use? A big like there's like big food for thought around, you know, like it doesn't have to be perfect. 11:11, I just saw on the timer, by the way, as I paused. It doesn't have to be perfect for you to start, but start and consider the details, right? And this is interesting too, because this has just been coming up a lot, and I think there's an interesting, particularly within like magic practicing circles, particularly I've heard it sort of like within like ceremonial and more like Western tradition, that it's a term called armchair magician, which means that you are like your focus is on the study and you read all of the things and you have a comprehension here in your mind of what it is to do, but you never actually get up out of the chair and go do it. And I really feel, for me personally, it's like this energy is really challenging, like, and maybe that's just because that's where I am right now, and lessons that are coming up for me is you can continue waiting until it's perfect, but is it ever going to be perfect? Like at a certain point, action needs to be taken. And sort of like figuring both out as you go. This is what I'm picking up on, all right? More obviously will be revealed. So that's the Mercury retrograde. Also, we are in the Lionsgate portal, which has opened. I've seen both like July 28th, July 26th. I'm unclear about 1313. I'm unclear about exactly when. I'm unclear exactly when it starts, but the Lionsgate portal is open. The Lionsgate portal is when our sun aligns with the star Sirius as well as Orion. Yes, the constellation. All of that lines up, interestingly enough, and and Sirius, that star, is considered our spiritual sun. So just like the sun gives life to like Earth, the physical world that we inhabit, Sirius lights up our spiritual world, our spiritual life. The veil is very thin. This portal has opened. We are walking through this energy. It's peaking after our moon on August 8th. That's the 8/8 portal. Another huge time to manifest. And then the portal is closing out on August 12th. So there's a lot. It's very exciting energy. It can be very overwhelming. But it is all here at your disposal to work with it if you'd like. It's potent energy for manifesting. It's, you know, a time where a lot of like spiritual downloads can come through, connection to sort of like a more spiritual intelligence coming through as well. And yeah, so there's a lot happening, needless to say the least. And yeah, I think without further ado, I'm tired of talking about that. After making like 4 videos and explaining the same thing over and over again, I'm like, sometimes I get tired of hearing myself talk, which is interesting why I then come out and make these videos. But anyway, it's not like about me, really, honestly. If I'm being transparent. But what we're going to do is we're going to dive in with our cards. I have the dragon path to start. So we're going to get a little dragon guide to guide us in and help us catch a vibe. So I am going to ask, yeah, there we go. Grounding into our reading, I would love to ask if you would be so kind. There we go. What dragon is here for my beautiful, weird. Okay, I think maybe you have 2. There was another group. I can't remember. It may have been air signs. I can't remember. There's another group who had 2. So, but let's see who we've got for our dragons. Okay, wow. Okay, great. So the first guide here, the first one to fly out, and how freaking appropriate it is. We literally have Gaia. And then you're my earth signs. I love a good theme. So Gaia, earth energy. This is giving like earth protective energy, right? Sort of like the spirit of Gaia, Mother Earth here, working in tandem with the dragon. Very, very fascinating. And you see the wings are like, you know, sort of like encircling in a protective way. I'm feeling that vibe. Also like sitting on the earth here. Yeah, super beautiful. Let's go ahead and see who else there is. And then I have a little book, so we'll read a little bit about these 2. So our first is Gaia, and then we also have freedom. Oh my goodness. The truth will set you free. That just came up for whatever reason. I also really love, look at this color scheme here. Hello. Earth, freedom, Gaia, liberation. I love this. It's beautiful. Okay, so let me just read a little bit because I want to go deeper. I want to take us a little deeper here. Let's read about Gaia because she came out first. So Gaia, where are you at? Nope. Where are you? Oh, Lord. Come on, girl. Where you at? There you are. Okay. Hi. Okay. Gaia. The dragon Gaia is the earth keeper and carries Gaia's ancient knowledge deep within her. She is one of the oldest dragons yet to come to earth. I am your etheric body of your planet. I urge you to protect her and all who dwell upon her. So there we go, protection. I will guide you into restoring balance. What is done cannot be undone, but alas, some things are gone forever. Have courage to stand up for what you believe in, your heart. There's that Leo energy. to be true, and I will stand with you. You can be that change. Ooh, a whole new world, a whole new world. With the freedom dragon, this is like a whole new world of freedom. Woo! Just big energies. My goodness. Okay. Call upon her support when you are working on a new project, okay? New beginnings, new projects, and need to anchor its energy fully, okay? You can invoke her wisdom when any form of group work is taking place to anchor the collective vibration to the planet. Okay, so also with freedom and earth, this is also giving, this is going to be super specific, but there are those of you who are working on your own personal liberation within your shadow. This dragon is sort of in shadow here. And anchoring that into the earth is the way you are contributing to healing and protecting this place, this dimension, this whatever. I don't know what you want to call it. But committing to this path of personal liberation, of finding your freedom, whatever that means for you, is how you, like, you heal yourself, you heal the planet. I don't, if you've ever heard that before. And it brings a whole new world for you. There's a whole new world on offer with this freedom. I'm burping a lot right now. One, because I was drinking soda, which I don't normally do, but I was having some Doritos Mandarin. If you know, you know. And Taurus will definitely appreciate, if you Tauruses know about Doritos, then you understand that I was enjoying the pleasures of the senses. But also maybe this is like sort of, I'm getting like a stop and start. Not like super disruptive, but like, it's not been like a smooth ride for whatever reason. I don't know, whatever. If that makes sense to you, that makes sense to you. I don't know. Okay. Grounding energy. She is also here to help ground the frequencies of the fifth dimension and above, which are coming into our consciousness. She will guide us when we are ready to reignite the light of the earth's grids. The deep healing that this invokes will help Gaia and us as humans to build peace on earth and a future that is sustainable. That sounds nice. I like that idea. Oh, I love this for you. Okay, let's see how freedom fits in here. I have a feeling it's going to be perfectly. Let's read this real quick. Freedom frequency appears when we have been kidding ourselves about a particular situation or scenario we find ourselves in. Ooh, you may be feeling overwhelmed with responsibility or trapped by circumstance. Or maybe it is simply a feeling of disquiet and anxiety. She says, open your heart and you will see the inner truth of any situation. Don't be afraid of the truth, for it can be as liberating as it is healing. Change is the single constant in your world, and you have learned to fear that change. Let it go, for it is your gilded cage. Give yourself wings and come fly with me. You can only be truly free once you release your strong need for control. She continues, be brave, follow your inner guidance. Only you can set yourself free. Let go and trust the process of life and the universe. Take time out, free some time for you to dance, play, get back to that yoga practice, listen to water, catch the wind in your hair. These are all like very physical, sensory, embodied practices, which is like ringing with earth energy. Seek out a place of quiet solitude in nature. Okay. Hello. Sit quietly and simply be. Okay. It's giving free your mind. Free your mind. Don't be so hollow. Something, something. The rest will follow. You know that song? Okay. Let's keep moving. Beautiful energy coming out. So now I'm grabbing my tarot cards here, and I am just going to, we're going to ask for 3 cards. Our first card, please and thank you. Could we have a clear and concise message what our focus is for the collective of earth signs catching this reading? What focus do we have being guided by these beautiful dragons? Thank you so much. What focus do we have for our earth sign energies that are here? I just need one. I'm sorry. Can I just... Thank you. There it is. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. That's our focus. I see them. Thank you. And then we have... Oh, how interesting. We have the gift. Is this just one? No, that's 2. Okay, so then that's my sign. And this is our... Okay. A gift to receive and a gift to give. Okay. Woo! Interesting. Okay. A little uncertainty. Are you feeling uncertain? Who's not? Who's not? Truly. Okay. Let's see what we got. Okay. Okay. I'm going to take a minute to ask these cards what they're saying to me, and I'm going to come right back. All right. Okay, so we're going to start with our shadow card, which is at the bottom of the deck. This is representing our subconscious, the energy that is running the show, basically. In our shadow, we have the Page of Pentacles. Okay, so interestingly enough, the Page of Pentacles, pages represent new beginnings, also new opportunities, particularly in the area of finances or building material resources. This is what Pentacles represent. But with the Page of Pentacles in reverse, there's new opportunity that has not taken root. It has not been grounded into your physical world. There is an energy of like not feeling committed coming through with this. Maybe some avoidance as well. Delays in your manifestations, perhaps. What is really important for you to know is that these delays have been necessary because there is an up-leveling happening for you with the Judgment card coming right behind that. Okay? So especially with like the Gaia card, but particularly the Freedom card, you're on a path of liberating yourself in some particular aspect. Mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally. This is delaying the manifestations. This is what is feeling like there's a lack of progress, or there's, some procrastination perhaps. because there's been this significant up-leveling, but this up-leveling with the Hanged Man coming behind that in the reverse position, this has been incredibly uncomfortable, and it's been something that you've resisted as it's come into your sphere, okay? But it is this commitment to getting uncomfortable. With the Freedom card, we talked about the truths, right? Uncomfortable truths. The truth will set you free, all right? It's not always pretty to see the truth. But with that comes your breakthroughs with the Ace of Swords, that clarity that you need. Okay. So then what is so let's jump into what we have on the table, right? That's all bubbling up underneath the surface. Let's look at, ooh, interesting that these got switched when I laid them out. I think that's by design. So what is your focus? Like, please be more retrograde-y here. Your focus here is the Six of Cups. Six of Cups is nostalgia. This is potentially people coming back from your past. This could represent some connection between inner child self and future self. What makes that inner child happy and grow into this fulfilled person. And with the cups, we're talking about emotions. We're talking emotional fulfillment. And here with the pet, this is really ringing as like connections. So if they haven't already, they're going to text. They're going to reach out. Whoever it is, I don't know. You know. I'm sure you're already thinking about them. This is the focus. Okay? And the gift of this. Okay? So that's the focus. The gift here for you to receive. Now, this is going to be interesting to wrap your mind around. But you have the sun, but the sun energy is in reverse. Now, the good thing about this card is that the sun is so utterly positive that even in the upright position, it's still great news. But, and hear me out on this, the gift here for you is an ability to identify where you are feeling insecure, where you are not feeling your power, the ways in which you are giving your power away to these nostalgic connections. What are you still getting out of it? Whether it's your inner child or what are you getting out of it? I think, this is going to be the gift. Don't think it's going to be comfortable necessarily. But the pursuit of freedom often it very rarely is, in my experience. This is an opportunity for you to get really real with yourself, but in a very loving way. I'm also seeing that as well because Gaia energy, this is mother, this is earth, it's protective, okay? All of this has to be lit up for you to identify it before it can go, basically, right? And once it goes, then we've got this energy where we're confident and we're happy and, we're having fun, right? So the gift is identifying where that's not the case in these connections that you are attached to, that feel nostalgic, that are from your past. And what gift do you have to give? So the gift that you have to give is a Two of Wands, okay? So there's a lot of insecurity here. the gift you have to give is, you've been holding on moving forward. Okay? It's been hard to put a plan together. I think there's an element here of just like, get comfortable with the uncomfortable. The gift to give is like maybe surrendering to the fact that you don't know where to go. But it's also, God, it's like right there and I can't grab it. Give me just 1 second. Yes. Okay. So the gift to give is giving up that procrastination. The gift to give is stepping out of the place of insecurity that you have now identified and surrendering what it is that's holding you back from taking your action. Does that make sense? You know better than I do. I'm going to leave it at that for now. And, I think a lot of this is just like, maybe you felt very ungrounded because of this like sort of up-leveling process, this raising your vibration, you're growing spiritually. It's not meant to be an easy road, but whatever connections it is that you're holding on to, it's really about identifying the ways that they are not serving your authenticity, really, and it's time to let go of how that's holding you back. So that's that. This reading's running a little long. So let me go ahead. I want to get our Moon Oracle card for a little bit of advice, a little bit of, just like good vibes. Tie it all up in a pretty pink bow for us, if you wouldn't mind, please and thank you. Could we have one? Thanks. Yes. One moon card here for my earth energy. Okay. I trust the change unfolding in my life. You are protected. You are connected. Take more time to ground yourself. You are earth energy. Take more time to ground in earth energy. Right? Grounding in your energy as well as freeing yourself and leveling up. We have to focus on both. Very quickly, let me read this little blurb about our moon card. And we'll wrap this up. This is all about trust. Trusting the universe. Trusting your guides. Trusting your connection. Sometimes we let go of something good to let in something better. All right, that's 6 of Cups all over it. The wheel of life is always turning and change is necessary. Without it, we become complacent. Change is brewing. Loosen your grip and relax into it as you're guided. As you're guided to step more authentically into your power and purpose, something has to shift. Change must occur. Trust the change unfolding in your life. Although the outcome may be unpredictable right now, when you settle in and open up to new possibilities, a wondrous world can emerge. There's no need to rush this process. You will grow wiser as you learn to surf the waves of change with more grace and ease. During this time, stick with your personal practices, make space to receive, and be kind to yourself. So that's also why we're getting a lot of the Gaia Earth energy here for you, is like, because the best way to work with change and shifts and uncertainty in life is to stay grounded so that you can be standing in the eye of the storm. And that's sort of what that's sort of this like freedom process that I'm seeing for you. Okay. Great. So that's what I've got. Does this make sense? I hope this makes sense. Let me know. I love to hear about how things resonate for folks. So you please leave me a comment, like, share, subscribe, all of the things. Thank you so much. And there's, if you'd like more information about me, that's all in the description. The description box below. There's all kinds of ways to work with me if you're interested in that. I do lots of things, and connect with me here, other places. And I just really appreciate you. And this is like big stuff, but it's going to be good. And you got this because you're supported and protected. So with that, I will bid you adieu. Do take care of yourself, please. Trust the process, and I will see you on the other side.